Yo, man, Tory Lanez is a fool, man. I was waiting. So he tried.
The doctor.
Oh my God.
87
Oh.
billion.
Oh my God. It's over.
Billion.
Over.
Implanted by the best doctor. Same nigga who did my hair.
He making fun of that little dude, little Uzi, whatever his name is. He talking about he put his regular freaking pendant or whatever on his forehead, just playing around. He stuck it on there with some tape, talking about it was 87 billion. he's a fool. Like, yo, they crazy.
People is fools, man.
They are. But he was playing around though. That was funny though, man. Yeah. So you seen I just wanted to touch on that real quick. How Brady treated your boy, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that game, that was that father-son relationship right there. He just showed him like, hey, you know.
Yo, I called a couple of people. I was like, look, Brady's the man. You got to give it to him, man.
43 and he playing like
43.
Yeah, he got my respect, definitely. You know what I'm saying? And I was never really a Patriots fan like that, but that game right there, he got my respect. It was like, yo, he went to a whole nother team.
And he ain't miss a beat.
Nah, yo. That shit, I was like, all right.
Just from personal experience and stuff, not saying I played in the NFL, but yo, at a certain point, you think you can still do it, and you can't. Your body is just telling you, yo, it's time it's a wrap. Hang it up.
Right.
When I was playing,
right.
Yeah, when I was playing in them leagues in New York, I played until I was like 32. Yeah, right before my daughter was born is when I stopped. I was like, after that, when I had kids, I was like, yo, this ain't worth it. I can't be getting busted up, man. Yeah, I got a family to support now.
Right.
But
the same.
At a certain point, man, you be like, you got the knowledge, you done study tape, you done study film, you see the play developing before you, but you just can't get there. And you like, yo, this cat ain't that fast, man. What happened? Ain't no way. I saw the play. I knew it was coming. And the cat is by you already. After that, you be like, yo.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
real.
For
him to be 43 and still playing at that level?
Yo, that's nasty, right?
You got to give it to him. He doing something right.
Yeah. Who
Giselle must be putting it on him.
Who was you going for?
She got that Brazilian thing working.
Nah, yo, for real. Then after the game, reason why I touched that, he ended up, they was fucked up out there in Tampa, I guess, and they were on boats. He had the Lombardi trophy, threw it to another dude on the boat. I'm like, this was wilding. He was fucked up.
Somebody would have dropped it. That joint would be at the bottom of the river, man.
Because you know that shit's heavy. That joint's going straight down. That shit's going straight down, yo. Nah, man. Yeah, man. It's been it's a very, very eventful week. You know what I'm saying? It's been a very eventful week, man. With the stuff going on in the news as far as like the Gorilla Glue. What's up with that, guys? What's up with that, man? But let me before we go into that, man, let me just say welcome to another episode of the Real and Unapologetic Podcast. This is episode number 6. Whatever. I'm your host, Reef, joined with your boy C. And we here.
What up, people?
Right. We here to bring you, another edition, man. To the episode stock. So we got we adding every week, man, to the stock. Keep this going, man. Keep you guys informed and alive and vibrant and going and moving and whatever, shaking and all that, man. But what's up with the Gorilla Glue in the news, man?
Dude, and last week we was talking about millennials.
Before you go, there's another dude that followed behind her. The girl, what's her name? Tessica Brown. So this dude, Len Martin, I guess it's some type of, now in Louisiana, they have some, the Gorilla Glue Challenge. And this dude decides to glue the cup and stick it to his face and had to go to the ER. What the fuck is? And my thing is, it's our people, man. What the fuck is up,
dude? Look, I ain't gonna say when we was coming up that we ain't do crazy stuff, but at least when we did these challenges, we thought about them before we did it, man. I'm saying back in the day, what we had the crazy glue. What they used to say, caution, bonds to your skin instantly. Yo, everybody tested that joint. You put a little on your finger.
Right.
Oh shit! It can't get it.
Right.
Yo,
I mean,
but at least we took the time to read the label. Give us credit for that.
We read the label, right? We read the label.
Even read the label. If she read the label, she would have been like, "Nah, I don't think I could put this in my hair." But just because it said glue, she's just like, "All right, this will hold my hair down. This will set my do right."
It set it right for sure.
For a whole month.
Yo, man.
Nobody going to talk about it. But yo, can you imagine her with her head? Number one, her head had to be crazy itching all the time, and then number two, what her head had to be smelling like. You got all that sweat and shit all up under there for a whole month and then they coming out and can't breathe.
Yo,
I know that joint was kicking.
Yo, anytime white folks, the Congress, Senate, whatever, anything going on in the Capitol, they got something going on. White folks got something important going on. We always doing some dumbass shit. There's always some dumb shit in the news, always around the same time.
Keep us distracted, man.
Right.
They want us to look at the dumb shit and not the shit we supposed to be looking at.
Right. So that's I just wanted to point that out just so you could say that, because I knew that, just for everybody else to know to pay attention, man. Don't, you might glance at it, look at it and be like, what's up? It's another dumb motherfucker. All right, let's keep it moving. But you got to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? But
you got to start getting into the habit of get the real stuff out of the way first. Get the important stuff out of the way. A chick gluing her hair to her head, that's playtime, man.
Right.
There ain't nothing important about that.
Right. Unless you wake up at 5 a.m. and that's the first thing you fucking read in the morning, and studying that shit.
There ain't nothing important about that unless you in the store right now going like this. Let me try this in my hair. Wait, no. Okay, I got it. Nope, I ain't trying that. But other than that, it ain't important, man.
Nah, not at all, man. Man. But and that's why I said you got these cats. So yeah, it's a distraction, definitely. I agree, it's a freaking distraction. We're gonna jump into this topic today, man, on the Real and Unapologetic podcast. And the topic today is fuck this cancel culture shit. Fuck this cancel culture shit, man. Cause man.
Yeah, I know you tired of it. I'm tired of it, man. And that's one of the reasons we started this show, because we want people to have a voice again, man. The way shit is going, nobody wants you to express your opinion. They want everybody to fall into a nice little line. And dude, that ain't what life is about, man. You can't do that. Everybody, what was that expression they used to say back in the day?
What, opinions?
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one.
Right.
We're all individuals. Everybody's going to have a different opinion. But just because that person's opinion doesn't agree with the norm, then they want to cancel you. No, speak your mind, man.
I mean, and to me, the cancel culture shit, man, is all out of, like we talked about it on I think that was episode 3 about fear. It's all about fear, man. People are afraid to hear what somebody else has to say, so they rather just cancel it. You know what I'm saying? When you don't want to pay no attention to something or pay a bill, what do? You cancel a motherfucker. Yo, what do? You be like, fuck this shit. This shit is too hard. All right. Hey, turn that motherfucking TV off. I don't need the TV. We don't even watch that shit. Fuck it. You know what I mean? That's what you do when you don't want to pay something, and that's what people, they don't want to have to pay attention to what's going on or hear somebody else's opinion if they happen to be right, or it may change their view and outlook on something, so they cancel the shit. yo, let's cancel this shit because this is changing the LBGT community. This is changing white supremacy community. It's allow people to talk, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking speak my mind.
That's
No, you
right.
won't speak your mind, see?
Absolutely, all the time.
Right.
You know?
So, nah, man. But we gotta, we gonna dig into this because I know the viewers want to know. Yeah, what the fuck is this cancel culture shit? I know they're thinking the same thing. So, first we're gonna start off and say now it's wrong for basically anybody to have opinions. And I mean, do you think it's wrong? Is it wrong that people shouldn't be allowed to say certain things?
Dude, we got a mouth. It's to voice your opinion or your beliefs. Now, I think, and it goes back to a couple of episodes ago when we was talking, people don't want to hear anything wrong about themselves. And to me, that lies within the person. It's their can they defend their stance? If they're taking a stand on this, do they got the balls to defend it? And a lot of people just jump on the bandwagon when something's popular. If it's popular to think one way, then instead of taking the stance and being like, yo, you know what? That shit is a little fucked up, or that shit is a little shady. You know what? I don't agree with that. Instead of saying that, because they're afraid they're gonna get kicked out of the group, or they're gonna get kicked out of the club, or they're gonna whatever. You gotta speak your mind. You gotta stand behind your conviction. If that's what you believe, that's what you believe, and you gotta be able to defend that. And most cats they not sure of their conviction. You know what I'm saying? They're not sure that if somebody comes at them challenging their belief or their thought or their opinion, they don't think that they're strong enough to defend it. So the best thing is to do, well, what's everybody else thinking? Oh, yeah, that's what I think. And they just jump on the bandwagon.
Right. I mean, and you know what? Let me tell you something, man. And on the flip side, is it difficult to have an opinion? Yeah. Definitely. I believe that. It's fucking difficult to have an opinion. You have so many people coming at you.
Especially when it ain't popular.
Huh?
Especially when it's not popular.
Oh, yeah.
If your opinion is not popular, it's
usually
rough.
When, me personally, I have an opinion, it's never popular. It's always, that's the way you think. And it's, you know what? I stand that shit and I'd be like, fuck it. This is what I believe. And I think opinions are formulated over time through experiences. You know what I'm saying? Through your experience with the situation. So you form that opinion. And I think that's what makes you entitled to have that opinion, to be like, yo, nah, man, listen, this is what I dealt with this shit. This is why I don't fuck with it. That's it. And I'm not saying the reason that you do it isn't okay. You got the right to do it, and I got the right to do this. People got to allow there to be that separation, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And they're forcing people out, though. They're forcing people to be like, fuck it, I won't say what I really feel. That's why people are confused now. Yo, man, I was talking to a friend, and I don't want to put this out. And let me not say it. Because, all right, so basically, somebody in their family is confused on who they are. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they're having issues with it because people are saying different things, and they don't know what to believe, and they're young. So I told them, I was like, that's just some shit that's going on. And they haven't built a strong enough foundation of them for themselves. So they're just believing what everybody else thinks. And they're starting to say, oh, well, maybe I am. And the mother's like, nah, that's not who you are. You know what I'm saying?
With social media and everything, I mean, it just spreads the toxicity even faster. So, you know, one now back in the day when we didn't have the internet, and we didn't have Facebook, and we ain't have Instagram and all of that, you know, somebody's opinion was basically inconsequential. You could have your shit, but now you got people out there with cameras every day. Everything that you say is recorded now. And, shit, they bringing up shit people said 20 years ago and trying to cancel them for that. Come on, man. If it wasn't for social media, a lot of people who have been canceled wouldn't be canceled now. And it's gotta stop, man. Because you talking about, and people, some of the people just start this shit on canceling somebody just so that they could get a little rep on the internet.
Right,
Hey, I
right,
was
right.
the one who started this. I was the one who got so and so canceled. I did this. I did that. But you know what? If you was a business owner and you bust your ass to build up that business from the ground up, now you using that business, you supporting your family, you know, your immediate family, your relatives and everything. People don't think about that. Oh, I got a little fame because I started this. I canceled this cat. But are you thinking about his kids? Now that you think about his family that you just put in jeopardy because now they ain't got no income coming in.
Nah, they not thinking about that.
If it was a mistake, at least have a conversation with the guy. At least give him a chance to defend his opinion or correct it. You know,
Yeah.
maybe if you open up a conversation instead of just canceling somebody, you know, I think it would be better.
Right. No, no, no. I agree with that, man. They not doing that shit, man. It's easier. Everybody's addicted to negativity. So that's how people move, off of negativity. They're addicted to the negativity of that cancer. Like, oh, damn, this is going to be a lot of negativity. And that's how people are drawn. A lot of people are drawn. I mean, it's energy. Some people are drawn to the negative. Some people are drawn to the positive. You know what I'm saying? And that cancer culture shit is all negative. It's people are drawn to that, being negative. Like, damn, all right, let's cancel this. Like, and when you said celebrities and all that, man, I think back to Bill Cosby and how that all went down. And I know people are going to say something about this, but this is my opinion on the real. Listen, if he did some shit, and I'm being real and I'm saying this, these girls that went into the room back then, if this was the case, everybody else that was around during that time should go down as well, because I'm sure they knew. You know what I'm saying? Saying, hey, we're going over to Bill Cosby's place. This is a 17, 18-year-old girl. You know what's going down.
Yeah.
There was drugs back then, cocaine, lots of coke. Everybody's doing, hey, Bill got the coke. Everybody's
Sex,
doing
drugs, and rock and roll. That's how it was.
Yeah, everybody's fucking. That's what they were doing. Boom. Listen, everybody needed to be canceled. And then on top of that, people don't look at why they canceled him and why 40 women come out of the cut because of him wanting to buy NBC or
it. But they weren't going to sell it to him because that's power. Imagery, the ability to look at a television show or a movie, to people who don't know you, that's what they go off of. People who have never met black people, who have never interacted with black people, and first impressions, that's their first impression. Every time we've been shown as criminals, drug dealers, anything negative, that's the perception. The ability to change perception through a powerful medium like entertainment, movies, and TV, that's power. And no one wants to relinquish that kind of a power to a guy like Bill, who would have done nothing but positive imagery. So it wasn't that he couldn't afford it. You goddamn right he could afford it. But it was about the power behind it.
And then when he started, another thing that with the blacks, when we wanted to cancel him, is because he started saying stuff about basically us helping ourselves stop having babies and all this shit like that. So blacks took an offense to that. Like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? They took an offense to it when he was really just trying to teach and help.
Yeah.
And people got offended by the truth.
A lot of people can't handle the truth.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
What's that? That's not a few good men. Remember
Yeah,
that line?
Jack
You want the
Nicholson,
truth?
right.
You can't handle the truth.
Right, no doubt.
You know? But yeah, I'm the same way, man. And, still, since you was talking about Bill Cosby, because I was going to talk about him too, and a couple of other cases where it's just like people, you don't stop and think. Before you say it's a problem and you jump on what you see as the problem, dig a little deeper, see what the root cause of the problem is. Like it's like pulling up a weed. If you see weeds growing in your garden, you just don't, okay, I see the weed, and you don't just rip it up. You got to get to the root so it don't come back.
Right.
And with this cancel culture, it doesn't allow for you to get to the root, because people are just ripping off the top of the weed because that's what they see. Boom. But yeah, with Bill Cosby, man, if he did what he did the way they said he did it, absolutely, I agree. He needs to be buried underneath the jail.
Right.
But at the same time, that was the culture back then. And the only people who really know what went on is him and these women. Now, okay, yeah, it seemed kind of weird. He had like what 30-something women come out against him and do that. But that was the culture back in the day. Everybody was doing lewds. If you knew somebody had lewds, you knew somebody was getting boned that night.
Right.
Chicks come up to you, hey, you got any lewds? They want to get boned. That's what that is. Yeah, I got the lewds, or I got the coke, or I got this.
Yo,
that was your lead into to the booty then. You know?
That was real. That's real.
You know, but my thing is that if you're going to cancel one person for something, you got to cancel everybody. Don't just be selective in who you canceling because you don't like them or you don't like their position or whatever. You got to cancel everybody. You know,
but I think the fact is too is that some of those women were white.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't like the shit. If it was all black women,
yeah, we wouldn't hear about it.
Nah.
We wouldn't hear about it. But and then too, you know, and I catch hell for this all the time, is that, yo, if that happened, okay, it's both people's fault. Now, I haven't read anything where Bill Cosby physically beat a girl down and then raped her. Okay, but women got to think too. Okay, if you even hear a little glimpse of a rumor, yo, watch out for Bill. Watch out for Bill. So and so said that she was with him alone, and she woke up the next morning and ain't remember shit. Then if Bill asks you to come back to his room at 3 o'clock in the morning, you got to pass on that one, regardless of who he is. You know, so don't put yourself in that position. I'm not blaming women, but you have to take some responsibility.
Blame them, man. They have to take responsibility.
You got to take some of the responsibility in that.
Real shit, man. Because listen, this is the shit this is how I look at it. The Me Too shit and Me Too, Me Three. At the same time, women have to take responsibility in their actions just as much as men do. We are equal. Everybody, hey, women want to be equal along with men. You lift a refrigerator like me. Everything I go through, you got to go through. I'm not being cold-hearted. I'm not being cold-blooded. I'm saying dudes should not take advantage of women. Women should not take advantage of men. You shouldn't go chase them after for whether it's for money or drugs. You shouldn't be there. That should not be your business. Now, if you find yourself, you know, chasing that money and drugs, guess what comes with it? A club, you get a club soda, motherfucker, upside your head.
Exactly. And that's the harsh reality. And again, I know we probably going to catch a lot of flack for this. I'm speaking, it's my opinion. All right. And that's what this is about. I'm speaking my opinion. And I'm saying, yo, if you going to hold every man account, you can't even catcall a girl no more. Okay. Now, if back in the day, if you saw a girl, she got on the tight jeans, she got on the little tight shirt, titties is bow, ass is like bow, you gonna say something. Right. And the thing is, she wants you to say something because she came out dressed like that. She came out because she wanted the attention. But my thing is, you gotta realize you're gonna get attention from people you don't want the attention from too.
Right.
You know, so if you're gonna come out like that, and yo, men are visual creatures. Am I wrong?
That's what we are. That's how we were made.
That's what we are.
Right.
You know, but you got to take some responsibility for that also. And I'm saying if you're gonna call out every guy that's ever catcalled a woman, every guy that's ever whistled at a woman, any guy who ever said, "Hey, baby, come here, let me talk to you." If you're gonna call out all of them guys, you got to call out every one of them women who's hanging out in the hotels when the NBA players is in town, because they perpetuating that. If you're against that, you got to start calling them out and holding them accountable.
Listen, you got to call the hoes out, baby.
What you think they hanging out in the hotel for? When the game, they ain't even watching basketball on television. But you know what? They hanging out in the hotel dressed, barely dressed. Let's put it that way. Right. They hanging out in the hotel hoping that one of these ballers is going to see us. And yes, you know what? That is taking advantage because a lot of these cats is still young. Right. They late teens, early 20s, got a pocket full of money. Nigga, what would you do? What would you do? Everything that looked good that came up to you, right. I got the money, I'm balling. Let's go.
That's it. There's a fucking easy answer.
But you don't hear anybody calling those women out. That's all right.
No, they need to be canceled. This is the cancel culture.
Exactly.
We got to cancel them. We need to cancel the hoes and the gold diggers.
Yeah.
Yo,
look, I got a daughter, so I'm not just talking crazy. But I also told my daughter when she go to college, I was like, look, don't get it twisted. Don't be that naive that you hanging out at a party. It's 2:00 in the morning, and some guy asks to come back to your room or asks you to come back to his room. He ain't asking you to come up to his room to play fucking chess or checkers
or study or some shit. Right? We're gonna work on this assignment.
Yeah.
Right.
Like what's that comedian he said? He said, yo, ain't nothing open after 12 except hospitals and legs.
Legs, real shit. Yo, that's real shit, man. I get what people are doing, man. They want to be a part of something, but there's a better way to be a part of something by being positive. You know what I'm saying? Versus all this negative shit, man. Like, and like I said, man, we're not shooting at women, man. We're just saying be equal across the board. You're going to call out a dude for his actions, call out a woman for her actions. Because you got a couple friends or a sister or something that you know's a gold digger, a hoe, manipulating a man, using him, abusing him. You know that, so say something. Because trust me, half these dudes that are out here, when they start out and he's 18, he's a good fucking guy. By the time he comes home after them games, he's fucking twisted, yo. He's like, where the hoes at? He didn't just start saying that shit like where the hoes at just out of the blue. He was seeing hoes. He was seeing women when they landed in Milwaukee, when they landed in Detroit, it was the same goddamn girls. What's that pop song? Every other week, so that's what happened. No matter where I go, I see the same. So when he came home and he brought that attitude from what women showed him. This is what they were showing him. They weren't raping them girls. They weren't doing none of them girls. Them girls were willingly, those were free willies, man. They were out there willingly free.
Yeah.
Looking for
and look at we're gonna catch flack for this, so put on your bulletproof vest, yo.
Yeah.
But yo,
I'm with it.
Look at let's take Harvey Weinstein.
Right.
Okay. One of the most powerful men in Hollywood. All right. Now, you got these so-called starlets, all right, who you know what, he for him to start thinking like he did, he had to be going through that all the time. Okay. When I say he had to be, for him to start doing that, you know how many times he had to be approached. Hey, Harvey, I hear you got a new movie coming out. Can I come up and maybe we can rehearse the lines? Or maybe I can give you a massage. You look a little tense, Harvey. Let me come up to your room. So now in his mind, he done heard that over 1,000 times. So now anytime a woman says massage, he's like, oh shit. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Come on up here and give me a massage. He's thinking that's the verbiage now. Instead of saying, come on, let me suck your dick for this part. Massage is the key word. Let me give you
right.
Come on. If you're gonna call him out, you gotta call all the women who approached him and said, "Let me get this part. I'll do whatever you want me to."
Right. You gotta call him out and them out. Listen, there's two sides to the abuse, man. And that's what it is. That's what we're saying. There's two sides to it, man. The dudes that are being taken advantage of, along with the women that are being taken advantage of, and nobody should be taken advantage of, whether you male or female, dog or cat, whatever you are. You know what I'm saying? I done seen dogs and cats, or cats slinging on the side of a curb and taking advantage of another cat. Listen, it's wrong. When you hear it and you see it, it's wrong, man. However it comes, it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? But on
But
the
if
real,
you,
man,
if you want to stop the problem, you got to attack it from both sides.
yeah,
You can't just
there you
attack
go.
one side and think the problem's going to end.
Right. Because it's the problem is not that side that you're attacking, the ending of the side. All right, I see Harvey, I see Cosby. What about the 33? If it were 36 of them, what about the other? You know what I'm saying? I get you got one, but what about the other 35? It was 36. It's 35 women plus Bill. What about the other 35 that you got to approach and be like, so what made you go up to his hotel? You know what I'm saying? What was it? Oh, he brought me. It was late, and I went over. No, tell the truth. I went over. I wanted some fucking coke. Next thing we got naked and all this shit, and that's what happened. That's the fucking real shit. Okay, I know Bill did some wild shit. Like I said, if he fucking did some shit and it's crazy, yeah, definitely you got to pay for it. It's crazy. It's off. But like we saying, the other parties got to be accounted for as well, man.
And like even with the whole, how everybody jumped on the bandwagon with Eric Garner. You know what? Yes, you know what? It was wrong. The man did not have to die over selling cigarettes. The man did not have to, be choked out by the cops and
Right.
all of that. But you know what? You get to the root cause, okay? You're doing something illegal. He knew that. Okay, yes, he was trying to support his family or whatever. But you don't, just because you're trying to support your family, it don't mean you get a pass for doing something illegal. And I'm saying, the whole situation could have been avoided. He knows in his mind what he's doing illegal. The officers approach him. You just be like, officer, you got me.
Right.
Put your hands behind your back.
But yeah, I'm gonna be real with you, man, on that one. I done been out in the streets, man. I done got hit with a billy club and shit, and my ribs and all that. Being on the corner and just being in the middle of shit that's already going on, and the cops, you got to think, you got these new cops. They got new fucking toys. Mm-hmm. Billy club, gun. How do you feel when you get some new shit? You want to use it and test it out. You don't want that shit to just sit in your belt. The thing is, these guys are abusing, and that's what they did with Eric, man, is that they abused their power, man, at that time. You don't need that many cops on one guy. And on top of that, they were testing their shit out. They want to get a hit in. They want to they wanted to test what they were taught in the force, man. But this is what these police officers do. They abuse that training that they have, and they use it, man. And some of them just abuse it, and that's how these killings happen.
But again, and for the listeners, let me look at y'all. Y'all see what's going on here? We disagreeing about something.
Right.
We're boys. Right. We're boys. We can disagree. Okay, we can disagree and still move on. But I disagree because and I gotta go from my experiences. We grew up in the hood. Right. Many a time I got pulled over or searched on the street for no reason. But see, it's the way of thinking. Okay, I got my most important job is to make sure that I get home safe to my family. That's my most important job because either I'm the support of my family for everything, I gotta make sure I get back to them. Okay, so that should be my main focus. I'm not going to give a shit about feeling a little disrespected right now. I don't give a shit about that because right now all I'm thinking, I got to get home. So let me just put up with this, and then I'll handle it another way. If it was an illegal stop, I'll file my complaint, whatever. But you know what? I've seen it time and time again. Even most recently, where I live now. You know what? I get stopped. Okay, but the outcome is always good. Okay, right. Even when the cop is an asshole, when he's a straight up argumentative cop, I don't give him nothing back because I know if I don't give him nothing back, he can't. And you can see the frustration build on his face. Right. You can see him if he's like, what the fuck you mean you didn't see the stop sign? How you can't? Right. My attention was diverted. Right. My attention was diverted. What do you need me to do? Do you want my license and registration? I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm not taking it up to here because that emotion shit is what gets him emotional now. He's already being an asshole. I'm thinking in my head, all right, how can I make the outcome of this situation better? I need to get home to my family. I don't need them coming to identify my body at the morgue. I don't need to see them down here with a bullet all shot up in my head and all of that. I need to get home to my family. So what do I need to do in this moment?
Because listen to this, man. Do you see on how you have to think? You shouldn't have to think like that. See what I'm saying? The thought process should not have to be there where you should be able to get pulled over just like the white, we talked about white America, and it was funny with Mr. Political on episode 5 that and it was funny, but the thing is, man, you should not have to think like that because like he said, there's something being done to black people.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? It's funny, but at the same time, you shouldn't have to think like that. You know what I'm saying?
But I also know that I'm going to increase my chances of it being a positive outcome if I can check my emotions at the moment.
Definitely. But we shouldn't. And all I'm saying, I know what you're saying.
Like that.
I get pulled over. I know how to. Basically, I have to behave a certain way. And the reason why I'm saying this is because we talk about, we always speak about the white privilege is because this is the stuff that, and this is fuck the cancel culture shit. And this is a little off topic, but it's the same because if we're going to have cancel culture, then we need to cancel a lot of shit. We should have to cancel shit as far as the way that we're stopped. You know what I'm saying? With the white privilege and black privilege, when I'm stopped or a white man stopped, if he's cussing at the officer or I cuss, I shouldn't get shot because I cuss and then the white guy don't get shot. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, we should not have to think like, well, you know what? Let me stay calm. Let me do this. And you know what? Let me tell you something. I remember getting pulled over in Colorado, man. And I'm flying. But in the altitude of the mountains, you feel like you're doing 40 and you're doing 100. You know what I'm saying? Because the altitude has you high. You fucking feel like you. And I'm floating, man. So I get pulled over doing 100. I straight up told the cop that. I said, man, this altitude got me thrown off. I said, I said, by the time I seen you and I looked up and I looked at my speedometer, I was already there, was no stopping or nothing. You know what I mean? I couldn't slow down or nothing. I was straight up with them. And I learned, just be honest, be real with it. And I got pulled over several times speeding because back in the days, that was one of my things where you love the power of the car. And that's another thing they need to cancel. Stop making these fucking vehicles that say 180 and I can only do 80. Yo, real shit. That's another thing we need to cancel. Stop selling me some shit that do 180 and I can only do 80. Or not even 80. You want me to do 75. Fuck that shit. This shit growls and shit and you telling me to... I want to hear the fucking growl.
That's right.
And the only place I get to drive it is in fucking Germany. The fuck is you? So what I'm saying is all this shit. If we gonna cancel some shit, let's start canceling the real shit. If I buy a car that goes 180 miles per hour, let my dumb ass. If that's the case, I'm gonna smash into some shit. Let it be my choice. You know what I mean? And I know they call it as reckless endangerment, reckless driving. You don't want to do that to yourself. Then stop selling me this shit. Just like you govern everything else, govern the fucking speedometers, man. Put fucking 80 so when I go to step on it, my shit stops. That way, I don't ever get a speeding ticket. Help me the fuck out. Don't sell me some shit for $200,000-300,000 and you go, this fucking guy, you can't know.
Yeah, like back in the day, that was the first thing. We get in the car, we look at the speedometer and say, oh, that shit say 140. Let me see how close I can get it to that.
Right. That was the fucking. You can't say this guy's fucking sick. You're reckless, driving reckless. This is the fucking car, man. The car says I can do this shit, I'm gonna do this shit. Don't make this shit if we can't use it. You know what I mean? It's no different than they're not getting rid of guns. Guns kill motherfucking people. Cars kill people. I mean, they're both reckless, honestly. And it's a choice. You say, hey, you could have a gun. I should be able to have a fast car and drive it as fast as I want without getting a speeding ticket and drive past you and fucking be like this. As long as I don't fucking throw you the middle finger as a cop and I wave, hey, I should be cool. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, man, is that all this shit We need to bag everything up that needs to get canceled and cancel all this shit because it's a lot of shit that's not right, man.
Yeah, cancel the real shit.
Right.
Not all this little petty stuff, people's opinions, and canceling them over that. That's not real stuff. Cancel some real shit. Right. Cancel the motherfuckers who made cigarettes that's done killed millions of people. Cancel. Ain't nobody canceling them motherfuckers.
Right. Mm-hmm. Cancel the motherfucker that brought in all that fucking coke back in the 80s. Cancel all these motherfuckers that are still living off that shit right now. They're rich off that shit. Mm-hmm. They bought 64 fucking tons of cocaine in this motherfucker, and they couldn't get a fucking Lucy in this bitch. Mm-hmm. You couldn't get a cigarette through.
You don't hear people talk about canceling the Catholic Church and the shit they've been doing.
Hey,
cancel them motherfuckers.
You know what they do? They pass them priests on to another motherfucker because they don't want the shit to be out in the open. So they pass the shit on and hey, you got to go to another fucking location.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Cancel the shit that needs to be canceled.
Cancel the real shit. Cancel these fucking these Catholic Church, these priests. Cancel some real shit. There's a lot of, like I said, man, there's a lot of shit that
and like I said, if you're going to cancel one person for something, you got to cancel everybody. It can't be selective. And I don't care. We've been talking about Bill Cosby, but look at fucking Charlie Sheen.
Yo,
this nigga, he's still making money. He's still getting his paper. And to me, what he did was worse. He knew he was HIV infected, and he's still having sex raw with all these women. Come on.
But look, that's what I'm trying to tell you. This is the fucking.
He got a new commercial. Come on.
See, but Charlie Sheen wasn't doing nothing but trying to motherfucker make another fucking that was then, this is now motherfucker with Emilio Estevez. No, man. Yo, real shit. Charlie Sheen, and that's how they look at it because Bill was actually trying to make moves. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Bill was trying to make moves. And listen, this is how I look at shit. We all did some fucked up shit back in the days. And my point is if you gonna pull every fucking body, then everybody needs to go down. Every fucking body, unless you didn't do shit, you the only motherfucker, which would be like 3 motherfuckers standing here going, where all of them going? Because it's gonna be everybody. Because we all did some shit back in the days. You dig up dirt. Did you do that shit? Yeah, I did that shit. I was fucking 18. I was a kid. We were young. You know what I'm saying? We did some dumb shit. Cosby was young. He did some dumb shit. He had money. It was a new life. It was wild, crazy. He got women fucking coming all over. Listen.
You know, just like with Kevin Hart, some shit he said, like what, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, he said some shit against gays and whatnot. He said some shit against them. Yo, he was young back then. You know, but it caused he lost the Oscars over it. Or was it the Grammys? One of them shows.
One of them.
You know, but something he said 10 years. If we went back 10, 15 years in everybody's life, ain't one of us out here who can say we absolutely clean. Not one of us.
Not one of us. We all did.
And it's that holier than thou attitude, you know, oh, I'm so righteous right now. Nigga, I knew you back in the day. I know you ain't who you say you are now. I remember that shit you did on 125th Street.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on.
Yo, and I get it. We change, and I'm with the change. We not saying people should be allowed to change. You grow up, you mature, you change your ways, definitely. But if we're gonna be canceling motherfuckers, is what we saying, everybody needs to be on that fucking boat. All of us, man. We did some whites. Get your shit, pack your shit up right now, white people, because y'all the first to go. Fucking y'all did a bunch of shit.
Straight up.
Yo, real shit. Up. All the shit with the Indians, the shit, the Hispanics, you going too. Mm-hmm. Every fucking body's going. Listen, I'm having fun with this shit, man. It's out of fun. Don't take none of this shit personal, you know, because we'll get canceled next. They'll be like, these fucking guys are jackasses. They mean this shit. We having fun, but don't tell me you don't think about this shit. Don't tell me you're not sitting there going, that's fucked up. Even though you're around your people and you go, that's fucked up because I did the same shit back then and shit. Listen, we got to speak out, talk about it. Just have an open discussion so that a lot of this shit can be changed. And to me, it'll make a better world because it'll be fair. Fear is what, and I know everybody's not in the Bible when I bring it up, and we're going to have, you got to watch that episode because it's already in the making on religion. And like I said, everybody has a different religion, but at the end of the day, everybody wants to be treated fairly.
That's it.
Do unto others is the golden rule. Do unto others as you would want others to do unto you, man. And that's it, man. Be fair. If your shit didn't get pulled, root for the motherfucker to be like, nah, we ain't gonna do him like that. Cause listen, I know he's in the fucking limelight right now. But listen, when I was 17, I did the same shit. So and we ain't gonna go back on my shit. So let's kind of leave him alone and talk to him, make sure we good. Whatever you want to put him through some shit. He may need to go to therapy, see a therapist, and make sure this guy is in society and he's, you know, he's got a sound mind and he's a good dude. You don't want people, you know, listen. This is the shit we need to do, man, is have the discussion and start changing. Basically, it's changing hearts, man, and change minds. You know what I'm saying? And to get people to see, none of us, like I said, man, none of us are fucking perfect, man. We're all imperfect. And the best way to defeat all this shit, never mind, I'm not with all the shit, the reparations and money. You played us. You played us. I ain't looking for the fucking paper. You know what I'm saying? I don't want nothing from you, but what I do want is to be treated fair across the board, and for people, everybody. Hey, we canceling some shit, then you going down too with me. That's it.
Exactly.
You canceling me, we canceling each other. Then I guess. I don't know. See who started this shit.
It twisted. I mean, I think that shit it's been around forever, but it's just been weaponized by social media now.
So they're using it. You're saying it's been around forever. They're just using it as a weapon now.
Yeah. Right. You know, even back in the day, you marching against the bodega, you know, because they ain't got your favorite bottle of soda in there.
Right.
You know,
right.
Whatever. You know, but it's been around forever. But it was just isolated to that area. But now, you know, with business being worldwide now because of the internet, people buying stuff on the internet, people buying shit from China, getting this shit here, we shipping shit over there. But now with this social media, it's just like once they put the word out, your shit is a wrap. Because now instead of just having access to the people in your community that's canceling you, you got everybody jumping on the Kelly,
like they did on Kelly and shit.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, I don't have much to say on Kells, man. But to me, at first, it didn't seem like they really wanted to get the motherfucker. Like they wasn't really trying to. And I don't know what their angle was, man. I never know what their angle is. And they did the whole fucking Lifetime movie and shit, and documentary. But I'm gonna say this shit, and people probably gonna be upset with me. The music that he made, hey, I still listen to some of the shit. I had a boy, no, I'm being fucking real, man. I'm not, fuck that shit. I was in the barbershop, and he's like, man, I'm not fucking with this dude, this and this. I'm not listening to none of that shit. It came on the radio, so he went out of his way to go turn it off and all that. And I said, man, you going through too much, man. You going through too much. Listen. And I'm being real when I say this shit. Ain't none of y'all motherfuckers want to cancel Mike. And Mike had babies on his lap. He would change the diapers, sticking his finger in butts. I mean, he was doing all this shit. I mean, he did everything to show you he was fucking touching these kids. And then nobody wanted to fucking stop listening to Beat It. Mm-hmm. Really? Ain't nobody said they canceling Mike. You know why? They loved his craft. They loved his art. Tuna fish, cuz it just came to me. Tuna fish. You remember back in the day when I might have been a teenager. That's when I think cancel culture got started. Remember motherfuckers was like, oh shit, they killed a dolphin in the tuna net. Nobody eat tuna no more. Right. Nobody eat tuna. Cancel Starkiss. Nobody eat tuna. They're killing dolphins. About the fucking dolphins. Fucking what was the movie? They did a movie about them fucking dolphins and shit. Oh, yeah? Yeah, some shit. No, that was some other shit. That was the whales. That was with the whales. Yeah, they've been doing this shit. You right. It just hit me. That might be when it got started. People I'm with it. It's always some fucking sales of tuna fish go down because they saw a dead dolphin. They was like, you know what? You're right. Now that you bring all that old shit, I'm thinking about fur coats. The cancel culture shit been going. I got a $90,000 fur, and you throw some fucking paint, I'm fucking you up. I'm gonna cancel your ass. Listen.
Yep. So it's been around forever. It's been around forever, yo.
Yo. Real shit. The cancel culture. Right. Who started it? We already told you who started it. It's been all you dumbasses that's been upset with a motherfucker because he had a $90,000 chinchilla on, and you were fucking upset at him because you couldn't afford the shit. So you like, listen. That's some fucked up shit, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Listen. Survival was what you fucking did. Back in the days, the only difference was we didn't evolve this far and get to this far with technology. We still be fucking cutting foxes up. If I was, listen, I'll be wearing a fox like a motherfucker, boy. Tight bomber jacket shit. I'm telling you, that's what we used to have to do is kill these motherfuckers and skin them.
Yeah.
So people, listen, man. Soon as motherfuckers go, no, we're not doing that no more. Cancel that shit. Cancel them. Throw some paint on the shit. It's, yo, soon as people, let me tell you what happens. People are doing this shit, and then as soon as this fucking significant group, this group over here goes, no, man, we that's wrong, man. We can make money off that shit, and those need to be fucking savored. Then all of a sudden it starts a cancel culture because one group says, it's not right. You know what I'm saying? No different than fucking weed. Everybody in jail needs to get out that was selling weed, that got locked up for fucking selling weed.
Yeah.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Like, why am I doing time for some shit that is legal?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, real shit. Why am I doing the fucking time if it's legal? Explain that to me. Why the fuck do I have to do time if I'm going to the store and I can buy as much as I fucking want? I can buy fucking pounds. Let me get 5 pounds of this shit, 6 pounds of that green shit over here, and this motherfucker's doing 40 years for some shit that he had like a pound. He had 1 pound. He's doing 40 fucking years for this shit. Yo, this is fucked up. Listen, our society is fucking bunch of hypocrites and contradictors. Listen, you know what I mean? They contradict themselves like a motherfucker, and it's fucked up, man.
Remember that fucking movie? What was that? Coolie High. That's how this shit go down. Remember Coolie High? They busted the guys and shit for what was they doing? Selling drugs, or they robbed somebody or something. Yeah. And you got the fucking police officer and the prosecutor sitting in the office talking about their case with a joint in their hand, talking about, yo, what you think we gonna do with this motherfucker, man? Somebody gotta go down for it.
Yo, that's real shit though.
You know, so you sitting there smoking the shit that it's illegal for him to sell, but you in charge of prosecuting this motherfucker. Come on, man.
Yo, that's how fucked up this society is, man. It's a twisted society, and you got a bunch of sensitive motherfuckers that get together because they're not winning as much as this motherfucker, or this woman got hurt by this motherfucker who did some shit 39 years ago, and she was a victim. 39 years later, she's a victim and goes, well, I got to dig up this past and all this shit. And yo, it's a bunch of sensitive motherfuckers that are canceling shit. That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
Sensitive. Because I don't give a shit about, listen, I like foxes. I just seen a fox when I was out in Colorado, man. I like fox. But listen, if I needed a fucking hat and it's cold as shit, I'm cutting me up one of these motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Survival of the fittest, man. I'm cutting that motherfucker up. I'm gonna have a nice fox shit on. Ain't nobody said that when motherfucking Honeymoon dude Jackie Gleason was wearing a raccoon, motherfucker. Right?
That's right.
Ain't nobody cancel his.
What do you say? That shit? Woo!
Yeah. Ain't nobody cancel that shit. That shit was on every weekend, motherfucker. So what I'm saying is, man, this shit is it's got to stop, man. So we want to bring. That's what we're here to do on the Real and Unapologetic show, man. We're here to bring and put a stop to a lot of the bullshit that people are doing. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta really, man, they gotta start looking at themselves and realize some of this shit is stupid. Like, you're wasting your time, you're spending time thinking about shit. You could be doing something else, man. And if you got that much time on your hand, read more, go fucking start a hobby, do some shit. I mean, there's so much to do. And I believe that's why a lot of people, man, end up miserable because they're so focused on another motherfucker shit, just worrying about canceling their shit. You know, instead of taking up doing hobbies and shit. Like I know I got hobbies, I know you got hobbies. I'm not giving a shit about what this person's doing over there unless it's an look. All these fucking serial killers we got, it's never been a black motherfucker, man. And white America, I gotta say that shit to you. You never see a black motherfucker serial killer killing 90 motherfuckers. We don't do that kind of shit. So a lot of you motherfuckers need therapy and go to cancel yourselves. Real shit. They gotta cancel. No, serious. Like a lot of, if we're gonna talk about real shit, we need to talk about every fucking thing, man. Everything down the line and go, all right, we need to cancel this shit. This is the shit we need to. Look, man, it's some, like I said, the fucking society, a bunch of hypocrites, man, and people that contradict themselves constantly.
Going back to what you said though, with this cancel culture society, I don't think it's helping the problem, yo. You know, I don't think
so you think it's making it worse.
Situation because when somebody's being threatened with the force of cancellation or the cancellation of their livelihood or the cancellation of their celebrity, whatever, it's instead of having a serious conversation about what's really on their mind, they're going to be like, well, if I say it this way, then somebody's going to have this to say. And then before you know it, your opinion ain't even your opinion anymore. All you're doing is saying what you think everybody wants to hear. And then that real you is still hidden. Nobody knows. So nobody can address your fucked up thoughts that you might have about something. Nobody can start a conversation about it because you canceling the conversation because you're afraid of what it's going to do. You know, so you just sitting there like this. You know what? I hate fucking dogs. But if I say that, oh man, then I ain't gonna be able to do this commercial. I ain't gonna get this endorsement. And I know everybody knows. I like kicking dogs and shit. People to be like, no, cancel that motherfucker. His whole shit is done. So we never gonna know that behind the scenes, this dude is kicking dogs.
Right.
Because now he done sanitized his opinion about something.
Right.
You know, we don't see it coming. I want to see the motherfucker coming. Let me know your true opinion so that I can address it right away. We can have a discussion. We can have a back and forth. Don't let me open up the door one day and you just on the door. What the fuck? You know?
One thing that I like about Trump, man, is that he made people be real.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you didn't like the shit, he exposed the truth.
Yeah.
And I respect that shit. I'd rather know that this person's practice white supremacism and versus just fucking working with him and not knowing. I'd rather know who he is. You know, and that's better. And I'm waiting. Honestly, you can have a friend. You guys may not have the same fucking opinions. But if you don't really know this true motherfucker, then how do you call people your friends? How are they really your friends? You know what I'm saying? That's why it's good to know people and stop. This cancel culture is hiding a lot of the fucking maniacs. They're able to fucking hide in the crowd. Fucking where's Waldo? You know what I'm saying? In the fucking crowd somewhere. I want to see this motherfucker in a sweater. Let me see the fucking sweater so I know who the fuck you are. You know what I mean? So expose, allow people to talk because then you'll know exactly how that person feels instead of deadening them. And you don't have to fuck with them. You don't have to watch them on TV. But it doesn't mean that the other 100,000 motherfuckers are not going to watch him. So you can't force 100,000 motherfuckers because it's just you. If it's you, turn your TV off. I ain't fucking with him. You don't got to cancel his shit because, you know, and it's just like everybody didn't fuck with Trump, but a lot of motherfuckers did, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is at the end of the day, the cancel culture, it's making it worse because you're allowing people to hide their true identities. Who they really are is being hidden. It's like, fuck it, I don't want to tell. Even motherfuckers in who their sex is, it's like now the motherfuckers don't even know. Put unknown on the motherfucker. I go to get a flight now, they got 4 options, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's supposed to be 2, male, female. Other shit says unspecified, unknown. Motherfucker, you know what you are when you going on a flight. Don't you? I mean, you know who the fuck you are when you get a flight, motherfucker. You the one filling the ticket out. Let me see, motherfucker. Male, female. I know it's these 2. It ain't other the other motherfuckers. But what I'm saying is you're allowing all this shit to go on. Listen, man. We're fucking up, man. We're fucking up, America. Wake the fuck up. But you allow people to talk, man, and get in the talk. You'll fucking find out one day. That motherfucker might be sitting in the library with you, just like, yeah, sometimes I just like going and people watching. What are you doing at night? People watching. No, I just watch people at night, you know, and just you find out who the fucking killer is in your neighborhood. Real shit. Just because you're having company and you just think about this shit like, this nigga be out at night, there's been some killings and shit. Look, you cancel shit, motherfuckers is not gonna be comfortable speaking and saying the truth, telling the truth, man. So America, we gotta change this cancel culture shit. I get it. Foxes should live. Motherfucking white foxes are nice. Chinchillas, all that shit. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? You just don't buy one. You don't like the chinchilla? Don't fucking buy one. You don't like what that person says? Change the channel. But we need to allow people to voice their opinions. Everybody should have and be able to say what the fuck they feel, even if that means they get smacked in the mouth. Your kid should be allowed to say some shit. I want my kid to say shit, so I know I can correct him. If he's afraid to say shit to me, I can't correct him and help him. So a person's opinion is like, it's therapy. It's therapeutic for them. You know what I'm saying?
All it is starting a conversation.
Right.
Now, either your opinion is going to change because you sat down and looked at something from a different angle, or their opinion is going to change, or you're just going to agree to disagree. But at least now you know where he's coming from.
Right.
You know, oh, I don't like black people because back in the day I went to an all-black school and they used to beat my ass every day. Okay, you know what? I might be able to understand that now.
Right.
Because we can be some rough motherfuckers in school. You know, I can understand you don't like black people. Now I understand the reason. Now I know it ain't because you think we should still be slaves. Now I know that you think we beneath you. You got an actual legitimate reason because something affected you that much. You was the only white boy in school and you used to get your ass beat every single day. So now I can kind of understand where you're coming from. Okay? Right. But at least we had the conversation. I ain't going to like it. But at least we had the conversation, and I can be at least, all right, you know what? Yeah, I know how that shit is. We could be some rough cats in school, especially the only white kid. But at least you know now.
Right.
And with the cancel culture, everybody's trying to sanitize their shit. You don't know who's who anymore. Yeah. You don't know who's the real racist and who's the fake racist. Come on.
No doubt. And if you cancel the bullies, how the fuck you know you got bullies, man? Then they're going to be doing this shit on the low. So you're going to have a kid that's getting bullied on the low. At least back in the days when I was at school, the bully was doing shit in front of the teachers. Some of the bullies was even bullying teachers. So what I'm saying is that I get what people are doing, man. And the reason why I say I get it, you'll hear me say that a lot because I use that, meaning I understand where you're coming from. I understand where people are coming from when I be saying I get it. I get what it is that you're doing. I understand where you're coming from. That doesn't mean I have to agree, and I don't agree with a lot of this cancel culture shit because I think it just hides a lot of things, and it puts, you don't know the whole story, so you canceling something or you jumping on a bandwagon to cancel something that you don't know a full story about. You're not doing yourself any good, man. And at the end of the day, like I said, a lot of people are being hurt behind that. Like C said earlier, this guy can't take care of his family no more. And you're not worrying about, okay, he did this one thing. Okay, smack him on his wrist and hopefully he's learned from that. And if he didn't, then it'll show. At the end of the day, you can't fucking destroy a person's career. Let's be real with ourselves and just keep it 100% authentic, man, and we all fucked up, man. We all got fucked up shit, man. Real shit. We all did some fucked up shit, and that's why we're a work in progress, and we grow every day, and we get better every day. And listen, that's what we're supposed to be about in this country. That's what I thought America was all about. You know what I'm saying?
It's about the bottom line is nobody is perfect,
right? Okay,
and everybody has done some fucked up shit in their life. Right. There's nobody who hasn't done some shit that you like back in the day. You like, ooh, man, I hope nobody find out about this. Or, oh, I remember when I did that shit. Ooh. Everybody has that moment.
Right.
You know, but when you just cancel somebody out, you don't give them a chance to rectify their mistake. And people make mistakes. people make mistakes, but if you don't sit down and tell somebody, yo, this is a mistake, maybe you should think about it a little different. Let's have a conversation. And that's the big thing. Let's have a conversation. People are afraid to do that. I can't talk about it because I can't defend. I don't think I can defend my opinion. So, but I'm going to cancel you anyway. I'm not going to talk to you about what you did, but I'm just going to cancel you. But I don't want to talk about it.
All right, we at the segment of the show, man, that we call the real take. This is where we give you current news of the day, the real way, the way that, not through he say, she say, through gossip or any of that hearsay shit, the shit that we say.
We'll report the shit the way it needs to be reported. None of this sanitized shit.
Right.
Two brothers, and this goes back to the whole social media thing where it's getting to the point now where everybody's doing anything just to get likes or that fake fame that you get on the internet.
Right.
These two brothers staged this elaborate prank, all right, where it appeared that one brother had brutally stabbed his other brother. They got family members involved. They had the police involved. They had the whole neighborhood involved.
This shit was for likes?
For likes. Just because they wanted to get some likes, play a prank and put it on the social media.
All right.
So they had the fake blood, I don't know what part of the house they was in, but the room was covered in blood. The guy is laying on the floor with a towel on his neck, brother standing over him with a bloody knife. The police come in. The police is like, oh, shit, what the fuck? Now, this kid, in today's culture, he's standing in the room with a bloody knife and the police come in the door. I'm surprised he ain't get shot.
Yeah, right.
But all of this is for likes on social media. So they got the whole neighborhood involved. The police even got to the point where they was on the ground trying to administer first aid until an ambulance get there when the guy just sits up and busts out laughing. All right, his mother and his sisters and everybody is crying. Everybody's like shell shocked. Everybody's like distressed, and all for likes, man. All for likes. And my thought is like, yo, you just took all these resources from somewhere else that could have been used where they were really needed. You done brought in 5 police officers that could have been stopping crime in another part of town. That fake fame ain't shit. You want to be famous? Build your shit up the right way. Or this record is going to follow you around because don't get it twisted. Filing a fake police report, which is what you did by calling the police and saying you just stabbed your brother, is a false. So that record is going to stick with you for the rest of your life. You're only going to be famous for 15 minutes, but now you got that record on you.
Right.
Shit is stupid.
It's stupid. It is stupid. You're right. I agree with that, man. That's stupid. I mean, we did pranks, but our shit didn't go that far. You know what I'm saying? We did pranks back in the days. I remember with the baby powder shit and crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? We did all kind of pranks, but like you said,
it's retarded now.
It is retarded. It's just these kids are going just out of their way to get likes, and they're just coming up with shit like, how can I get likes? What is the fucking dumbest thing I can do to get a fucking like? I mean, what the fuck is the purpose, man? Like, I mean, I get it. You want to be famous, but why don't you work hard and become a fucking actor and you could have done that scene in a movie? Mm-hmm. Like I said, I try to understand, man, because I got kids. And that was one of the things that my kids told me, that I was hard because I wasn't open to a lot of the shit that they wanted to do. And I wasn't, because it was foolish shit like this. You know what I mean? And I'm not co-signing that shit. I can't co-sign something that I don't believe in and agree with. I'm not going to be like, yeah, that's some cool shit. Yeah, whether you my kid or not. So at the end of the day, man, I try to understand how this generation thinks. And maybe that's funny to this generation. Maybe they get a kick out of that shit. Maybe their friends and their followers is the shit. Oh man, you went further than I did. And maybe that's their fucking shit, putting Gorilla Glue in their hair and letting it hard, getting a fucking hard helmet head. Maybe we've just grown out of this shit, see, that we don't see the shit anymore. The way that we need to be seen, that we're right where we need to be. We need to be discussing and guiding them and giving them guidance, like guidance counselors. You know what I mean? You had the guidance counselor in the school, even though you never seen that motherfucker walk around the school, he was always at his desk. You know what I mean? He or she was always at the desk. So, like a guidance counselor.
Yeah. You know, but the main thing is, yo, you really see how much values have changed.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, the values have definitely changed, man. Where all it's about right now is likes and followers. I got to get you to follow me. You know, even when I see cats in the mall now, they don't even try and get a girl number no more. Yo, follow me on the gram. That's their line. What? Not even get their number or whatever. Yo, just follow me on the gram. Slide into my DM. I'll slide in. Whatever. I'm like, come on.
Yo, that's where we at, man. We're at, you know, just a fucking, I don't know what to fucking call it, man, but the era is just, you know, it's an era of information. You got to be an idiot to do some of the shit that's going on, man. Putting fucking glue, having the fucking Gorilla Glue challenge and just dumb shit that no matter how many times back in the days that somebody said, yo, it's cold out, stick your tongue on the pole. I've never done that shit. Even when I seen the Christmas, you know what I mean? Christmas Story, man.
Are you kidding? Stick my tongue to that stupid pole, that's dumb. That's cause you know it'll stick. This is nuts.
I never said, you know what, I'm gonna fucking go try that shit. It wasn't, I wasn't interested in it because it just looked stupid. And I knew common sense would play out by not doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? And these kids, this generation, that's what it is, cuz. That's what it is, see. They have no fucking common sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's no common sense anymore, man. So
yeah,
that's
I agree. Because, and I mean, you look at some of these challenges that they be coming up with. You know, I saw one time they had a challenge. I don't know what they was called. Was it the alcohol challenge? Where they was pouring alcohol on themselves and setting it on fire. What? What's the purpose of the challenge? What's the purpose of the challenge? And of course you had the knuckleheads. Of course you had the knuckleheads who didn't really know the effects of alcohol. They ain't go to that class because they was too busy on the internet. They too busy on their phone. They missed that part of class. But yo, one chick poured like half the bottle on her arm, and of course it splashed on her shorts and her shirt and everything. And she's just light the match, and she just poof. What the fuck did you expect to happen?
What's up?
Oh, no! Water! Get out of the water! Get out of the water!
About it is that where is the people's sensitivity? Now this girl is on fire, and the other girls that's in the room with them ain't stopped video. She ain't stopped the video, and she cracking up. I'm like, yo, your friend is getting ready to burn to death, and you sitting there videoing and laughing at her ass. Where's the sensitivity? Where's the, oh shit, let me drop this phone, let me throw a blanket, stop, drop, and roll, motherfucker.
I told you, this era doesn't have that, man. They don't have, like we said in episode 5, they're emotionless. You know what I'm saying? They're emotionless. There's no emotion, so they just want to capture the moment. That's all that fucking matters, man.
They want to go viral. That's all it's about. I want to go viral. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to go viral. Come on.
Yo, like today in Texas, there was a 100-car pileup because of the icy roads. 100 cars piled up, man. Car crash. That's all that people did was fucking. Now me, how I am, I'm a good Samaritan, man. When I see that shit going on, I'm getting out my car if I'm safe, and I'm going to help. How is this helping, man?
Right.
How is this fucking helping like this? Look, motherfuckers, all that shit there. I mean, who you helping? The news?
You said it in a nutshell. you see something wrong going on, your first instinct is to help. These motherfuckers' first instinct is to where's my phone? Let me get my phone. You got somebody fucked up, broken leg, busted up, somebody shot up in the street. They looking for their phone so they could get it on World Star. I say cancel everybody that do dumb shit for likes. Cancel all the motherfuckers.
You know, I done seen, I'm gonna say this shit, and I know people are gonna be upset this shit before we get out. I just don't think you should be showing a fucking coffin of anybody that passed away on fucking online, man. With them in their coffin, man, in the casket. I don't want to see that shit on my page, and I'm being real. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's your loved one, but I know there's gonna come a time with my loved ones and all that shit, and I'm not posting them on the fucking page in the casket like this, motherfucker. They don't want to be seen like that on my fucking page.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just real shit. Like some shit just don't need to be shown, man. And people are just careless with shit. They think everything needs to be a moment, motherfucker. Some of those moments need to be personal between you, God, and that loved one that's gone. In my opinion, that's some shit that don't need to be on there, man. We got to cancel that as well. And meaning personally, that's a personal cancellation we got to do to ourselves. Our loved ones in the caskets and shit. We don't, you know what I'm saying? That's not something we got to do. As
humans, though, we supposed to be compassionate. We supposed to have some type of compassion for our fellow man, for a fellow human. And yo, you be seeing these videos like, especially like, I mean, you think it's bad in this country? I mean, yo, somebody sent me a video. That's why I'm like, yo, let me stay off of Instagram. Let me stay off of Facebook and all of that. I mean, I might go through and flip through the pages. Right. See what my family is doing, but all of that other shit, I just leave it, man. Nah. Don't be sending me that crazy shit, man. Some lady get hit by a bus. She's standing there, the bus tire is still on her leg. She all fucked up. And ain't nobody down there offering the lady no type of comfort. 20 people just standing around like this. Ain't nobody, I mean, it's obvious that the lady is probably going to die. But at least somebody could get down there and at least offer her some words of comfort or something. People is just your last sight is just 20 motherfuckers like this. Come on, and that's your last thought. You just laying there dying, and you just like, that's fucked up. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. That's where we are today, and that shit is sad, man.
Yo, cuz that's real shit. Let's help this lady. This doesn't look right. The memories here, I don't need that shit in my phone to share with another motherfucker because I didn't like the site myself. So everything that you see and it's fucked up to you, and you feel that it's fucked up, realize you're sending that message to another motherfucker to feel the same thing you felt. And some shit don't need to be repeated or felt. You know what I mean? You don't need to share that with your kids and go, look what I seen last night. This is fucked up. I don't need to put that in their hearts. You know what I'm saying? In their mind. So now they're thinking about that shit when they're driving or, yo, this whole fucking culture, man, this whole era needs to start thinking, man. They need to start thinking more. Use common sense, use your intelligence. And think before you go posting and grabbing your camera, man. That shit is not that important.
And if this generation, whatever you want to call them, millennials or Generation Z or whatever, if you don't want to make that change, then guess what? It's time for you to get fucking canceled. Can you cancel a whole fucking generation?
Now, you know, on the Real and Unapologetic podcast, we like to give you real reviews or just introduce a family business, a business that's up and coming, a booming business, or a product that's just on fire, something that's, something that we know that you'll love. So
something that's interesting.
Right. So here we go. We got the ear speeder. See, you want to talk about it?
Yeah, man. I love stuff like this, man. Yo, when people are out there who are flying drones, just imagine if you could actually just be inside the drone while it's just flying around. And that's what the people at Airspeed have. Well, it's not out yet, but it's coming soon. And yo, that joint looks amazing. I'm hoping that they just make it like you can buy one as a personal vehicle. Right now, the technology only allows you like 20 minutes of flight, but yo, you can fly up to 80 meters high, up to 160 miles an hour, and it's just like a giant drone. It's a one-seater drone that you can fly around in for 20 minutes. They're looking at it now to come out with like a new sport. They're gonna have people flying drones around these courses. And like I said, I was hoping that they was gonna come out with it as a personal vehicle. I would love that. But yeah, it's a huge drone. You sit inside, you got all the controls in there, and from what they're saying, it says the mobility and the agility of the craft is amazing. You're making sharp, quick turns, almost like a UFO. The same thing your small drone can do, you can do in this full-size drone. They haven't given a price point yet, because I don't think it's going to be marketed to the public, but they're talking about coming out with a drone racing league where cats are actually in a cockpit in a real size drone flying around a course.
Now
I can't wait for it.
Yo,
I can't wait for
that's some shit that we need to be a part of. That's the shit that this generation needs to hop on, man. That sounds fun as shit. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice hobby to get into, something to you know, weekends or whatever it is, and get off your fucking phones, man. And this is the time to pull out your phone and watch, you know, your boy up in the motherfucking, you know, human drone, you know.
Airspeeder.com. Check it out.
Airspeeder.com. Thank you for taking your time out and watching episode number 6 on the Real and Unapologetic podcast.
All right.